Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and here to talk about another exciting game between the Dodgers and the Mets. They once again go to extra innings, but this time the Dodgers are able to prevail. They don't give up a run in the 10th, and they walk it off with Freddie Freeman. They scored a run in the bottom of the ninth. Max Muncy, a leadoff home run. He had 2 home runs tonight. The bat has really come around for him, man. I think he's hit, 6 homers in like 7 games or something. The power's really starting to come around for Max Muncy. Dodgers had to come back. They had an early lead, 4-1, but Kershaw had a bad 3rd and 5th innings, and the Mets took the lead. But I think they were like 4 for 6 with runners in scoring position in the first few innings, but then they went like 0 for 4 or something like that, and they didn't score. Their 5 runs, they come within the first 5 innings, but after that the Dodgers went scoreless. I thought they left Clayton in a bit too long, and it didn't help. Max Muncy had that error at third base, and he made up for it though. He tied the game back up with that home run. And Tanner Scott, gotta give credit to Tanner Scott. Had a rough outing last night. I criticized him. I really bashed him because I know he can be better than what he's doing right now. He had a 1 ERA last year. You don't just get a 1 ERA for luck. He just hasn't pitched up to his standards this year, getting paid that big money. But he come through tonight, man. He went 1 inning. He struck out the first 2 batters and got a grand out to get out of the inning. So 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 2. So a good bounce back from Tanner Scott. Hopefully it's a turn in the right direction, because I've criticized him. I've been bashing him because I know he can be better than what he's doing right now. So love the bounce back outing, his best outing probably of the season. And he actually didn't throw it down the fucking middle of the plate. He was throwing that slider down to Pete Alonso. He struck him out. He threw the one to Soto, struck him out, which are good placed pitches as well. And Max Muncy making up for his error. He hit 2 home runs. Freddie Freeman walked it off. The bullpen went scoreless. From Casparius to Vesia to Jose Urena. Yes, newest Dodger. Why is he on the team? I don't know. I guess we'll see more of them. But then they go to face Bonda to get the final out. I thought it was going to be a home run. And then Tanner Scott. So the bullpen was perfect. Clayton was... He got a bunch of 2-strike counts, but he just couldn't get the strikeouts because he just doesn't have that strikeout stuff, man, that he used to have. But we're fortunate to win this game, though. It wasn't a pretty win, but a win's a win at the end of the night. But yeah, Freddie walked it off, the RBI single or double. It wasn't an easy play for Brandon Nimmo. Probably a play he maybe should have made. But it is what it is, man. Freddie walked it off. He's going to be a candidate for MVP this year. I mean, he's a career 300 hitter, and he is hitting 369 this year. I know Ohtani has the home runs, but Freddie, he's got to be at least top 3. I would argue first. But anyways, the Dodgers needed that one bad. Max Muncy had his hands all over the game, both in a good and bad way. But fortunately, the good was prevailed. His second home of the day saved them. Tanner Scott finally stepped up when we needed to, and Freddie walked off for a much-needed win. I know it's only 2 losses we had in a row. It's not that big a losing streak, but still, we needed to win this game. And Freddie Freeman reminds everyone why he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Dodgers had, after that first inning, after that first 4-run first inning, they were just awful at the plate, bad plate appearances, just bad at-bats. They had even had 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out, and just horrible plate appearances, horrible swings from the top of the lineup. Teoscar looks lost right now. But fortunately they won. That's the only thing that matters now to me. At least they won. And Big Casparius has really saved us as well with those 2.2 innings of relief. But yeah, speaking about Tanner Scott again, that's by far the best he has looked all season. I need to see a few more of those outings to fully earn my trust back. But the slider looked great, though. His slider looked great. Hopefully this will be fine. And the location was much better tonight as well. The filthy sliders, that's what really helped him last year. So, hopefully see more of that going forward. And the Dodgers now have 20 comeback wins this season. They've trailed in I don't know how many of their games, but they've trailed a lot of them. They've had 20 comeback wins. And the Dodgers have been the best team with the runners in scoring position all season. That wasn't the case the last 3 games from the Yankees game, these first 2, but they come through when they needed it. They're swinging at so many breaking balls, these off-speed pitches not the zone. Like Freddie Freeman, Will Smith had terrible at-bats in the 8th, but at least Freddie come back and walked it off. So, yeah, let's go over the pitching lines here. Clayton Kershaw, 4.2 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 of them were unearned. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. He threw 92 pitches, 60 strikes. I mean, at least the team was able to pick him up. And he threw a bad fastball to Soto over the middle, which was crushed. But the thing is, he was getting a lot of 2-strike counts. He just wasn't able to finish these. He just wasn't able to finish the batters off. He's a legend, but maybe he should hang it up soon, man. It's gonna be tough to get to 3,000 strikeouts. But they took him out. Ben Kasperius come in for 2.2 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. I believe 8 batters faced, got all 8 of them out. Ben Kasperius he's elite. I didn't know this was coming to the season. And he's took the opportunity, and he's become a really, really high leverage arm out of the bullpen. But that play with Nemo, man, I thought he was gonna catch it. He got turned around and saw and just said fuck it and let it drop. That last play was so funny. But anyways, yeah, Ben Kasperius, I mean, what more I say? He's phenomenal. Oh, our stupid phone is so slow. Alex Vesia, 0.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Jose Urena, I'm not gonna lie, I know he was. I think they got him on the team today. I forgot. 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Bonda, 0.1 innings, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts. I thought he gave a 2-run homer. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, he stayed in, so scoreless 0 for him, and Tanner Scott with a scoreless 0 as well, so the bullpen really locked in. Ohtani 0 for 3, 2 walks. He got a walk in that 8th inning, and then he unintentionally walked. Betts 2 for 5, Freddie 2 for 5, 2 RBIs. Teoscar 0 for 3 and a walk. He's really been cold lately, to be honest. He's in a Teoscar type of slump when he swings at really bad pitches. He's been really, really cold these last few games. Will Smith 0 for 4 and RBI. Muncy 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Had 2 homers. He's really come around. He's hit 5 in his last 4 games. He's been great at the plate. Paez 1 for 4, Conforto 0 for 2, Kike 0 for 1 and a walk, Hysong 0 for 2, and Edman 0 for 2. Dodgers improved to 37 and 24. They had 7 hits for 6 runs, 1 error. They scored 4 in the 1st and 1 in the 9th and 1 in the 10th to walk it off. So good win for Dodgers. The Mets, they dropped to 38 and 23. They had 8 hits for 5 runs. I felt most of that came in the first 5. I mean, most of that was in the first 5 innings, but they had a few other hits, but they weren't able to do anything, and they didn't do anything in the extra innings. They scored 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, but That was it. They didn't score anything else. Dodger bullpen was able to keep them in check. At one point, they had like 9 straight batters retired, so good job by the bullpen from the Dodgers. Mets, 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 error. Tyler McGill, 6 innings, 4 hits, 400 runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. I think those 3 hits and 400 runs come in the first inning. Other than that, he was lights out because we kept chasing at every pitch. It feels like out of the strike zone. He was shaking the first inning, but he was dialed in after that. Considering how he started, good solid job going 6 innings there for McGill. So then go to the bullpen. Brandon Waddle. Waddell? 1 inning, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Reed Garrett, 1 inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Got into a bit of trouble got out of it, but Huascar Brazoban, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He struck out 3 batters, but he gave up that home run to Muncy. And Butto, 0.1 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and no strikeouts. So there's your pitching lines for the offense. Lindor was 1 for 4 and a walk. Marte was 1 for 4. Luis Torrens pinch hitting 0 for 1. Soto was 1 for 5, 2 RBIs. He had that 2-run homer off Kershaw, but other than that, not really much there. But he is heating up the last few games, so that's good for Mets fans. Alonso, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, but 2 big strikeouts by Tanner Scott and those guys. And Nimmo, 1 for 5 and RBI, but yeah, he had that play, and he badly misplayed that fly ball on the Freddie Freeman double. Bad misplay. But I mean, to be fair, the ball was smoked the other way with the outfielders playing in. I thought it was going to be a home run, honestly. That would have been a home run, I think, in 10 ballparks. But I still think he could have maybe had a chance at it. Like, I thought he would have had a chance. I'm not saying he would have caught it, because the ball was smoked. But I thought he would have at least had a chance to catch it. He was like doing the cha-cha slide. I think it's what it's called, the cha-cha. Taylor, 1 for 3 and a walk. Ronnie Mauricio, 0 for 4. Alvarez, 0 for 3 and a walk. This guy's trash. McNeil, 1 for 4. And that's the lineup there. And they dropped to 38-23. So, good comeback win, 6-5. There were some ugly things, though, as I mentioned throughout this game, where after the first inning, the offense was like, at one point, 1 for 18. Max Muncy made that error. But the bullpen, they locked in, and the offense picked us up in the 9th and the 10th innings. Max Muncy's home runs were both no-doubters, man. When he hits those no-doubters, man, freaking majestic. He is out of his mind. This game was crazy though. Like, we swing at balls in the dirt, take one right down the middle. That was so Dodgers. The Freeman and Will Smith, that bat's only seeing. Well, Freddie didn't even see a strike. Will Smith saw one and didn't swing at it. Second and third, nobody out in the heart of the order up. Some really sorry at bats. So Dodgers. But the offense was 1 for 18 since the Muncy homer, but they come through when they needed to. Clutch time, they come through. When Kershaw was still on the mound, hindsight was 20/20, but not going to Ben earlier wasn't a great decision. But Muncy's glove still hasn't been great, but still, he come through when we needed him. And, yeah, man, that's really all to say. Dodgers win game 2 of this 4-game series, back-to-back extra inning games, so these 2 games have been stressful, man, but at least they come out on top tonight. Game 3, it'll be on MLB Network. It'll be Griffin Canning and Tony Gonsolin, so hopefully Tony Gonsolin is a good start. It's all going to hope and pray for. I'll be going against Griffin Canning in the third of 4 games, and this one is another 10-10 start, so you'll probably see another late recap again tomorrow night, or technically not, I guess. But yeah, that's all to say. Till next time, I'm out. Peace and go Dodgers.